Hello, people. How's it going? My phone has decided to off away. Anyway, really again? Oh, anyway, phones, technology, it's a wonderful concept. What makes a good church? I'm gonna try. This is more of a personal video. Last month and a half, I've been having a lot of problems. A lot of internal struggles, fights, whatever you want to call them. I go to a small church, a very small Baptist church. And what I appreciate about this particular church is it has not done what all the other churches did. And what makes a good church is very simple. It actually understands the word family. It actually puts that into practice. Puts the concept of the church family into practice. It doesn't make up excuses not to. It doesn't say, "Oh, that's just not convenient." My experience with bigger churches has been that why don't you go over there? Why don't you stop expecting too much, or just trust in Jesus? Well, that's true. That's fine. But it's becoming an excuse for the Christians to not help each other. It's become sort of the out card. It's the get out of jail for or get out of the help being responsible for each other card. So I slow down, David. Slow down. I've worked for two churches, and my observation is the larger the church, even a medium-sized church, really is rather an impersonal place. It becomes impersonal. You begin to realize just why it is that what I've mostly learned from the churches I've worked for is how to be alone, how to be angry. Because I get very frustrating when a church, thinks you have family here when they actually don't mean it. So in my mind, a good church is like the one I go to now. It's small, believe me, it's small. They're acting like family. They're trying to help me. They're not shunning me. They're not calling me names. They're not this, that, and the other. And believe me, I've gone through all that. The other two, other churches, other churches, and other people will claim to be followers of Jesus. My big frustration is that I get in trouble for pointing out the fact that we're accountable to each other, and we are. We have a right to have expectations of each other because we are. Despite the fact that I've been told many times, you have the right to expect Christian behavior from people who go to church or fellow Christians. And I'm thinking, where is that in the Bible? I'm sorry, I'm going off. I'm not really. I don't think I'm going off topic. This is how I do videos, people. I'm sorry. I do run a whole rabbit trail of thoughts at one time, and that's just who I am, and that's how I've done it. People who know me and people who talk to me, they have gotten used to it. I like the church. I do. I like it. It has that family action. It has that family feel. Believe me, I've only been there for 4 years. I think it's 4 years, about 4 years. But every other church I've never had that feeling. So it took me a long time to realize these people like me. This church that I'm going to, they like me. They put up with me. They like when I have comments. They like when I'm involved. So on and so forth. It took a while. I've been going through a lot of depression last month and a half, particularly last month and a half. I have been having some very bad bouts of it. It just is. I've had one person recommend, why don't we go find some drugs to put you on? I'm being blunt, but that's pretty much what this person said. And I'm thinking, wrong answer. How about if you're going to claim to be a Christian, you claim to be family, how about act like it? How about go out of your way to act like it instead of coming out with reasons not to? This other person wasn't from the church I'm going to. This is a completely different church out of somewhere. It amazes me that's how the one opinion was good and the other one was I'm losing track of my words. The what I'm thinking of. Anyway, one group, the church I'm going to, is saying, "Hey, we're family. Let's figure this out." The other group is saying, "I have an idea. Let's go find somebody. Hopefully, on drugs. We'll give you medication." My problem isn't bipolar, and my problem isn't chemical imbalance. My problem has been putting up with Christians who are so busy playing the game that when you need their help, they are the first people to go bye bye. This church doesn't. Redeemer Baptist Church has been. I can't explain it. It's a feeling I have never had before with church. I feel like I belong there. I like being there. They like having me there. My up and down church relationships have been. Let's just say that Martin Luther King had his problems with the Catholic Church. I've had my problems with the Baptist Church. The small Baptist church I like. The other churches I've had to deal with, oh, my dog is on the hall. Yeah. You lost my train of thought, you little lovely creature. A church should feel like family. And a church has excuses unless. Can you hear the dog coming and scratching on my door? In a minute, Puffus, in a minute. I'm trying to make a video here. That little Norfolk Terrier. My point being, the church should be family. They shouldn't have excuses why they don't help each other. If they're pointing to just Jesus and Jesus alone and then walking away, they may want to figure out what Jesus they're following. Jesus didn't say, we're not responsible for each other or accountable to each other or anything else for each other. I'm almost done. Just a minute. Doing a video. I'll be out. Give me another 5 minutes. Anyway, I usually write it down on my door. This little plaque that tells me I'm doing videos. I forgot to do that. I might review this video, but I don't think so. See, I don't mind this kind of. I'm a rambler. People like me. I make fun of. They like me. That's not something I'm used to. I'm not used to being actually liked by churches. I work with two of them. I will never do it again. I do volunteer at this one, the one I'm at now, but he's not working. I'm volunteering. I'm not being paid. I can walk away anytime I want. I work in the audiovisual department. This is funny considering the video. I guess my only point really is I lost my train of thought. I don't know. It's been a rough month and a half. And I appreciate the fact that this church has shown itself to be a church which really does believe that they're family. Maybe that's the bottom line. Maybe that's really what I'm trying to get to. Badly, that's what I'm trying to get to. This church has shown that they actually mean that they're family. The other two churches I've been part of and worked for, I think the word terrorized them. I mean, I know the guy who I know the guy who recommended the drug thing. I know his heart. I know he meant well, but that's not a biblical answer. Family is a biblical answer. Church family is a biblical answer. Helping each other is a biblical answer. Being there for a biblical answer. Prayer is a biblical answer. Being family is a biblical answer. Right? But anyway, I haven't done a video in a while. Try to get back to doing it again. The lighting looks nice. The lighting looks pretty good. But anyway, visit my blog site, visit my YouTube channel, visit my blog site, my Instagram, Facebook. I'm missing one. My videos up on my phone. I post on Facebook, on Twitter. Well, like, subscribe, comment, share. Thanks for watching, of course. Behave yourselves, people, because I'm not going to. It's very boring. But anyway, I'm going to go see what my dog wants. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. She's a good dog. A needy dog.